Hi there folks, Borislav247 here with another Days Gone video from my sub-challenges series, where I show one specific challenge and break down all the sub-challenges that lie within it. And on this video, it's the Dead Before Daylight challenge that gets my full attention. Now, throughout all my time playing these challenges, I've never really taken the time to go into great detail about the sub-challenges that need to be completed. Well, all that is going to change, as I intend on showing all 12 challenges in this video series, and then breaking down and showing every sub-challenge completed in as easy a way as possible. And trust me when I say this folks, a lot of these sub-challenges can be simplified. Now then, before I start to break down these challenges, there's one thing that must first be changed, because the information that is currently on screen is in regards to the bronze level requirements for all of these sub-challenges. But of course, I am not interested in the bronze standards, I am only interested in the gold standards. So, let's get this information changed right now. Right then, now that the gold requirements are on screen for this cowpat of a challenge, let's take a look at the sub-challenges. And before I go on, it's no great secret that I hate this challenge folks, but my dedication to these challenges is undiminished. Rest assured that the methods I have for taking out these sub-challenges are absolutely rock solid. The fact that I hate this challenge actually makes me work even harder on this one to ensure that all these methods are that good. Just to show that there's no bias on my part. However, all that being said, let's get to these sub-challenges now. The first one is called Explodable. This requires you to get 50 explosive kills in the house. Now, given that there are a great number of swarmers that are entering the house, and you have a great number of barrels and crates that you can use in order to create explosions, and as well as this, a great number of throwables that you can pick up, coupled with the fact that you actually start with a number of throwables, this sub-challenge is actually a very easy one indeed to take care of. It's a very generous level of explosive kills required. I thought it would be a lot higher, but not complaining. Okay, the next sub-challenge is called Homebody. This requires you to spend 5 minutes inside the house. Now, this one probably sounds like the toughest of the four, but honestly, there's a very nice workaround that makes short work of this one. Obviously, you can't get away with the fact that you've got to be in the house for 5 minutes, but when you do it in a certain way, the risks that you face are far less severe than the way that most people would normally go about trying to take out this particular sub-challenge. Okay, on to the third sub-challenge, which is called Obliterate. Now, the description simply says, get 100 growler kills. Now, the first time I ever read this before I'd actually played the challenge, I thought it was something to do with the napalm molotovs, because you pick up growlers in the main Days Gone game, which are a part of the components required to craft a napalm molotov. But it's not. This is all about the new bad boy weapon called the growler that is incorporated into this challenge for the very first time. This is the first time you ever see this weapon, and it's basically like a handheld Gatling gun. This bad boy is nuts. Again, there is a very nice method that I show that can get the job done for this particular sub-challenge very easily. And finally, on to the last sub-challenge, which is called Alert. This requires you to kill 50 swarmers while in focus mode. Again, I have a very nice workaround for getting this done that gets the job done easy and fairly quickly. So, now that the sub-challenges are explained, let's get on to the setup page. Right then, this particular challenge does not require the use of any rings or any help of any patch perks, but if you do have credits and want to take advantage of using some rings to make your life just a little bit easier, I recommend the Bullets ring and the Lionheart ring, especially as this one is focus based. But really folks, you do not require them. These ones can be taken care of fairly quickly. So let's get on to the first sub-challenge, which is Explodable. Right, this is how Explodable is going to go down. I'm looking to change the weapon first to the IDF pop, then looking to pick up that group of items, and there is only one more group of items that I want. It's that lot there. It's mainly the attractors that I'm looking to get my hands on. Now, at this point, the first lot of swarmers are coming through this door, so as soon as I see the first piece of wood coming off that door, that's it, the attractor's going out. Then I'm getting a pipe bomb at the ready, but I'm holding back because there is some more swarmers from outside that are going to join this lot, and I ideally want to get the full 20 kills here. So at this point, this is looking pretty good. I'm just going to let this one go, and fantastic. That is the perfect start that you're looking for. Now from here, I'm heading through to this area, and this basically ensures that the next lot of swarmers are going to come to this doorway. Now there is a barrel out there, so I'm looking to explode that. Again, it gets more of the explodable kills that I require. And at this point, I'm just looking to alter the vision because I want to be able to see any surprise attacks coming from the right. You don't often get them, but they do sometimes come. And look at this, prime example. There is one there, so I've taken care of that. I'm now just waiting for this lot to break down that door. Then I'm hitting that crate. I'm not bothering with that barrel down there. I'm using the last attractor right there because I've got a crate very nicely placed. This is a nice, safe way of getting it done. I can see I only require 2 more kills. If you require any more than that, just wait until you have a larger group. I had the luxury, I didn't have to wait that long, and there we go. The grenade is simply in place there to get the challenge taken care of very quickly, or certainly this sub-challenge. And there we go, Explodable. Job done. Okay, 1 down and 3 to go. Now, because I didn't even get a bronze score when taking out that sub-challenge, there's no point in showing the patch perk that's available for this challenge yet. So I'm simply just going to go on to the second sub-challenge, which is Obliterate. Right then folks, this is the easy way to complete the Obliterate sub-challenge. I'm looking straight away to head to these flights of stairs, and at the very top here is the growler. So I'm looking very quickly to grab it, head back down the way I came from, and this will set me up very nicely to take out the first 50 swarmers. Because they will come through that door, and they will funnel themselves very nicely towards you. They really don't move too far away, and the first huge pro tip that I have to give here is this. Short bursts with the growler. Do not be holding down that fire button or you will encounter problems. It's not so much a fact of you won't kill them. Yeah, you'll kill them all right, but you'll basically end up using so much of your ammunition that you will struggle to get the 100 kills that you require with the growler. But by taking them out with short bursts, it's never going to be a problem. And I'm looking to take out the first 50 down here. And that will basically take care of the first wave. So there we go, job done. From here, I'm looking to head right back up to the location where I got the growler from in the first place. And the last 50 are going to be taken care of right here. Because look at this. They are funneled so nicely towards you. There is no surprise attacks from the side or the back. You can see everything that's coming towards you. And again, it just needs to be short bursts to get the job done. Okay, finally they actually appear. So as you can see folks, you do have quite a bit of time to get set up for this second wave. And from here it is just rinse and repeat. I'm just looking, as soon as they come into view, it's short bursts with the growler. And because this thing has exceptionally good bullet penetration as well, there's no issues if they are bunched up when they're coming at you here. And as you can see folks, this is a very hassle-free way indeed of getting the job done. You don't have to be running around the house like an absolute lunatic. If you do these particular sub-challenges in the right way, this can all be made a far easier affair. And when you do them in the way that I'm showing, they most certainly are. There we go. That is Obliterate, job done. So at this point again, I'm just going to use the frag grenade that I have. And bloody amazingly, that hasn't actually killed me, but that swarmer certainly finished off the job. So Yeah, happy days. That is the second sub-challenge done and dusted. Right then, now that I've actually recorded a bronze score on this challenge, I'm going to show what the patch perk for this challenge consists of, and it is basically an increase to your health, albeit at the moment a very poor one. So, before I go on to the third sub-challenge, I'm basically going to use a couple of rings. The ones basically that I recommended before, so that is bullets, and of course Lionheart, especially as the next sub-challenge heavily involves the use of focus. And finally, I'm just going to change the character as I always do from Deacon to Ricky. Ricky is a slightly faster character, so on with the next sub-challenge, folks. Right then, the third sub-challenge, which is Alert. 50 kills required while in focus mode, so I'm looking, as always, change the gun, then I'm looking to get the focus cocktail. From there, I'm just looking to get a little bit more ammunition, and then I'm heading through to my usual startup position, which is right through here. Now, I shouldn't have too long to wait here. I'm just basically waiting until I start to see signs of that door bursting open, and then I'm going to arm myself with the first of 2 focus cocktails that I have. And then it's simply a case of, once they're coming at you, make sure you're in focus mode and get as many kills as you can. And there is only 50 required for this, so this really isn't too demanding a sub-challenge at all. So far so good. I do have a little break here, so there's no point in staying in focus mode when they're not there. So again, just waiting for this next lot, and yep, back to the matter at hand. Yep, I've run out of focus cocktail, and I needed to reload, so yep. Was slightly problematic, but the fact that once you're going back into focus mode, you all of a sudden have a lot more time to take them out. Yeah, it's not too bad at all. So I did have a wee respite there, and this time I did take the time to actually reload the weapon. Something I didn't do before, but like I say, it's no biggie on this particular challenge. Or I should say for this sub-challenge, because when you do get the weapon reloaded, you're going back into focus mode, so all of a sudden you do have rather a lot of time to get the job done. Look at this there, perfect example. So, I don't actually have the full 50 kills yet, but it's not a problem, because the last that I need, I will get right here. They're starting to congregate here, so again, just go into focus mode, and that's it. Job done. So at this point, I might as well just use that crate there just to lose a little bit of health, and the grenade this time will definitely do the job. Yep. Okay, and that is the third sub-challenge taken care of. Okay, on to the next one, folks. Right then, on to the final sub-challenge, which is Homebody. This requires you to stay in the house for 5 full minutes. Now, I start this off by basically collecting a great number of items here, but the main things that I'm interested in are the attractors and the ammunition. So, as with one of my previous sub-challenges, I'm just waiting here until that door is getting ready to burst open. Then I'm going to throw the attractor, but unlike previously, I'm just going to use gunplay in order to control them. This is the first of 4 parts essentially, because this first part I'm just looking to take out the first wave of swarmers using gunplay and just controlling the situation nicely before moving on next door to my left. And taking them out from here, you really don't get too much problems. You have a lot of time to basically line up your sights on these bad boys and get the job done, because they are in effect running straight towards you, and you do have quite a lot of time. There is a good bit of distance between yourself and the swarmers. So once I've got the first 50, that's it. I'm going to come through here, just get some more ammunition, and from here I'm actually looking to get beside the door, because this second wave I want to completely contain. I don't want them coming into the building, so the best way to do that is to just take them out from here. Again, by doing it this way, you're keeping things very safe indeed. They can't touch you until that door is open, so why not take full advantage of this? Now, at the moment, I'm not scoring particularly well because when taking out the freakers, even when the multiplier is going up, it doesn't do you a great deal of favours in terms of getting super high scores. But there is one or two of the sub-challenges that are going to come into play. Now, wave 3 incoming. So at this point now, I am purposefully just waiting a touch. I just want to try and get a few more of the numbers, and then I'm going to take them out with that barrel there. And again, there's more of them coming now. I'm just waiting and then hitting them with the crate. From here, I'm just looking to get an attractor away there very early, just so that I can safely get up the stairs. And again, looking to get just a little bit more ammunition. And it's all about waiting here. I'm happy to wait as long as it takes. And yeah, I thought I actually seen one of them move there towards me, but never mind. It's still all good. From here, I'm looking to head down here. Another tractor is going to be required because I want it right there. And I'm looking to take out as many of them as I can using that barrel up there. And yep, just actually realised there's one or two of them still in there, so I'm looking to get the barrel taken out quite quickly. And from here, now I'm heading up for the last stand. So I'll get an attractor there so that I can safely get over here and get the growler. And guess what? This is part 4 because the last 2 waves I'm going to take out at this position here. So not only does this keep things nice and safe, but I will get the 100 swarmer kills using the growler, which will pretty much guarantee that I will get a gold score. Now, as well as this, because I was using the barrels earlier on when I was taking out the 3rd wave, I've also got the gold for that sub-challenge as well. So the gold score when you do it in this way is never in doubt. It really isn't. The gold will probably pop before I even get the bonus at the end for getting the gold standard for this particular sub-challenge that I'm working on right now. So at the moment this is going very nicely indeed. The last wave is coming, and basically the gold score for this particular challenge is 47,500 points. And as you can see, I'm already on 36, and I've got some more. Yep, there's another 7,500 that's just come from getting the gold on the Obliterate challenge. Sub-challenge, I should say. And truth be told, I'm not very far away from getting the gold right now. And that is before the timer goes down to me being in the house for 5 full minutes. So this is a job very well done indeed. And not only that, at the end of this run, you don't see too many of them because they tend to congregate more downstairs. And there we go. That is it. Yep, not a bad score either. So there we go, that is the gold score. That is Homebody taken care of. The last thing I have to do is basically show the gold patch for this particular challenge. So if I head over here, let's take a look at the gold patch for Dead Before Daylight. And it is Undying. This is a 15% health upgrade. Very nice, very handy to have, especially on the Endless Horde challenges. And that is it, folks. That is how Dead Before Daylight is dismantled. As always, thank you so much for watching the video, and I hope you all enjoyed it.